Sup everyone, XUW Ylo W82 AGC here. Today we are racing at Lago Maggiore for one of the Nations Cup races. So going to the grid right now. All Bugatti Veyrons as you can see here. Hesnan there in P3. James 44 in P5, the slow captain in P6. We are starting in P11 here. Mike the player also in P18. And ERT W1 as well in this race. So standing start for this one. So we're getting away here in P11. Quite a good start I would say. We managed to keep our position for now. Onto the first corner. And yeah, just cleanly to there. So that's a good sight to see already in this race. Small tap there by AC, but still all good. So still in P11 right here. As he managed to go for the position. Good move by him. And down a position to P12. So yeah, very clean start. That's what we like to see. And yeah, just gonna lose a position there. So he just ran us a bit wide. I think it was absolutely unintentional, but yeah, we had to brake a bit to not make contact with him and get a penalty. So playing a bit safe right now. Still early days in this race. Bit of a longer race as well, 10 laps. As we can see in front of us, a penalty already. So someone has become a victim. And the Spaniard there in the wall behind us. Victim of the understeer. As we can see behind us, Wilmot there going for the move. Very surprising to see him braking so late, but managed to do it as well. So also well done by him. Not a good start by us. We're absolutely dropping away some positions here. Also some penalties in front of us there. So yeah, very heavy cars, these Bugatti Veyrons. And will be quite crucial I would say to save the tires a bit. Because 10 laps, normally there wouldn't be a pit stop in this race. So we have to make sure our tires are still quite okay in the end of the race. So besides Wilmot there, will he go for the move? Yeah, defends a bit, so decide to back off. Still some guys with penalties here, so it looks like we're going to gain some position as well. So right now coming up to the penalty zone after this corner. So on this straight. You can see here two cars serving their penalties, so up 2 positions. So still in the back here. Good position to be in I would say, so that we can save our tires just a little bit more. In this race you can absolutely push to the end. Because no fuel worries as well, so yeah, just the race to push as hard as you can. So we can see a large group appearing everywhere on the track. As we can see a penalty there as well for the Spaniard. Absolutely savage penalties in this race, it seems like. Because we had not seen really a big incident happen and still a lot of penalties, so it just seems like these penalties are for low contact instances, I would say. So onto the final straight of the second lap and onto lap 3 right now. A bit playing the long game here. So let's see what we can still do further in the race. As you see the Spaniard there in front also having to serve his penalty, so 1 second we can see, so that will be probably another position gain for us. See him serving the penalty of the racing line as well, so very good to see. Not interfering with the cars battling with each other, so yeah. So really closing in here to Wilmot in front of us. Looks like we might go to try to make a move on him, because he seems to drop away a little bit from the group in front of us. It's very crucial to stay with that group, because yeah, otherwise it will be very hard to catch up. It's much more easier if you can just stay in the slipstream, as we have the slipstream route now of the British guy in front of us. Can we make a move here maybe? Just not quite going to make it. So we make a good exit out of the corner and side by side with Wilmot to the outside here. And it looks like we're going to make a stick, because the next corner is an inside corner, so gives us a shorter way around the corner. So up another position. So we can see Wilmot there. I think he slightly touched the grass and just lost a bit of control of his car and drops away another position. So we can see a Spaniard spinning there as well, so all kicking up there. And up to P10. Also SCA Ace with a penalty. So trying to close in with those guys as quickly as we can. But they all get a penalty all of a sudden. That's strange, nothing major has seemed to happen, so I'm very curious to see why. So, as this guy is going to serve our penalty, where will we come out then? Up 1-2 positions, can we maybe catch Hasten there? We just managed to do it, it seems like. So up to P7. So let's take a look back at what happened to all those guys with the penalty. So we can see the slow captain here just had breaking himself a slight bit of contact there, and yeah, he gets a penalty, and Hasten as well. So yeah, very curious, because nothing major happened, I would say. Yeah, a small bit of contact, but yeah, nothing penalty like, because both parties could continue their race as normal, so nobody really lost time as well. So yeah, not really deserved, I would say. So yeah, so you can see Hasten there behind us. Will he try to go for a move? No, he decides to start back in behind. So also a very clean driver, Hasten. So very good to have him behind us. Let's try to work together a bit and try to push back and catch back to the cars in front of us right now. So yeah, already a good comeback, I would say, from P11 to P7, so that's a lot of positions we managed to gain, mainly because of the penalty system. Yeah. So we know what we have to do right now to try to keep our noses clean in this race. so that we don't fall victim of the penalties here. As we have Hasten still behind us. So yeah, he was quite a bit further up in the field, I think. I think he started this race in P3, so if he wants to make a move at this point of the race, we'll just let him go, because I think normally if he starts that high up, I think he will be a little bit faster, so that we could work together to catch the cars in front of us. But yeah, it looks like we're closing in already without... yeah, we'll see what happens in this race. So managing to close in still a little bit more, as Hasten goes a little bit wide there and loses position to the Spaniard. So yeah, it looks like we are closing into the cars in front of us. That's very good news indeed. So just how far up will we get in this race? As we have the Spaniard now right behind us, will he try to go for a move maybe on the hairpin? Just too far back, I would say, so we managed to keep our position for now at least. Yeah, the guys behind us just have a major toe if you're right behind each other, so that gains you a little bit of speed and makes it possible for you to go for a move. So we can see the Spaniard now goes to the inside and goes for the overtake, and goes a bit wide as well, and we managed to catch our position back up. Small battle there with Hasten and Magic for the 8th position, as Hasten managed to get his position back, so back into P8 for him. Very good driver, and also a very clean driver, so yeah, always very happy to have him behind us, so that we know we have a good clean race. So just gain a little bit of time again to the cars in front of us. So yeah, we're absolutely pushing right now, trying to go as fast as we can to try to catch up back with those guys, so that we might have a shot at, yeah, what position will it be? 6, 5, 3rd position it seems like, so that will be a very good result in this race. Also, as you can see, our front tires seem to wear out a little bit quicker than the rear, so that's a bit of an attention point, I would say, to try and save our front tires a bit. But yeah, no saving at the moment, because we're absolutely pushing to try and get back to the cars in front of us. Seems like the cars behind us have dropped away a little bit again behind, so that means no immediately attacks right now on the straight. So yeah, small gap there. So it seems like we're not closing in very quickly here to the cars in front. So it seems like it will be very hard to maybe try to catch up with them, but we'll do our very best here. But in front of P6 there, P3 to P5 are in an epic battle, it seems like, as we ran a bit wide, and yeah, the cars behind us seems to foul us off a little bit, so that's very unfortunate to see, yeah, that bit of time loss there by Hasten. But yeah, we're pushing just absolutely the limit here to maybe try to catch up to the cars in front. Once you get into that slipstream, you just gain so much time, and you're just again fighting with those guys for maybe 3rd place. So you can see ahead there, someone seems to have got himself a penalty. So yeah, at this point of the race you kind of start to feel the tire wear slightly kicking in. But the other advantage is a bit that the car starts to weight a bit lighter because you consumed a bit more fuel, so that helps a little bit again. So, but still all laps in the 2:07, so that's quite good to see. Still quite a bit consistent, so. So yeah, very fast cars in this race, these Bugatti Veyrons, but a little bit heavy in the corners, I would say. Also 4-wheel drive, that's why the front tires were out as quick as they do. And almost to lap 8 of the race right now. So we're really going into the final part of the race right now, and yeah, it just seems like we haven't done enough to catch up to Aginator at the moment. So it will be very hard, it seems like. We're still gonna try everything we can to get as good as a result as we can get. So you can see behind us, Wilmot there closing in also again on us. So that's not very good to see for us. Seems like we need to hurry a bit. So you can see the Italian there serving his penalty, Falco, and dropping a position to Aginator. And we just stay in P7, but that is actually quite good for us because Falco can drag us along into the slipstream, and we don't seem too far away from Aginator, so maybe we can still battle for P5 right now. As he's just going to drag us back towards P5, Aginator, the Swiss guy. So you can see just how much we're gaining this slipstream. Seems like Falco didn't pick up the slipstream quite from Aginator, so. But still, P3 still looks in our sights there, right in front of us. So it's definitely not over yet. So yeah, it looks like Falco is bringing us back to the rear bumper of Aginator. So still all to play for in these last 2 laps. As Wilmot dropped again a little bit behind right now again, so no attacks from behind right now at the moment. So yeah, also a quite good track for overtaking, this Lago Maggiore track. So with these 2 long straights, especially on the final part of the lap, there would be the most easy part to make overtakes happen. As you can see, Aginator going right into the grass and spinning around, so that's not very good. And down to P8. So see you later, Aginator. And we're up to P6 right now at the moment. But yeah, very easy mistake to make. Just going a bit wide there. And yeah, just out the racing line, braking, and just touch your rear wheel onto the grass and spinning around. So yeah, I've done it numerous of times as well. So very easy to make that mistake, especially if you were hunted down by someone. So right behind Falco, we are now as well, but still decide to keep behind him. But still in P8 Aginator, so yeah, didn't lose too much, luckily, I would say. As it seems like we are now battling for P5 in this race. But yeah, front tires absolutely are starting to deteriorate in this race. So we're going to do our best as we can to stay in the slipstream of Falco and decide where we make our crucial move in this final lap. So let's try to go 5th place. Falco defending on the inside there. Yeah, switching his line at the moment, so we're going to stay behind him for now. So last lap, let's do our very best to maybe pick up that 5th position. So you can see P4 and P3 also not too far away from us, so there maybe is a small incident there or something like that. We might be able to pick up that position as well. That's very good racing because we started from P11 and still managed to pick up so many positions, so that's very good in this race. So right behind Falco now, let's try to nail these last few corners so that we can get a good run onto the long straight. A small mistake there by us, and that cost us just a little bit. So it will be very difficult to make the move on this long straightway here. As it looks like it was one of the main opportunities to pass, but yeah, we absolutely ruined it there. So, but let's try after his hairpin. Maybe can we just get a good enough of a run to maybe try and overtake him there? Wilmot also very close, so yeah, that was a bit surprising. So maybe a threat to our 6th position there by the British guy. So we are just going to close into Falco, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's quite enough to try and overtake him. But we're still going to try our very best in these last few corners. So a slight mistake there by Falco, and we get a very good exit indeed. Can we still make a move on this final corner? As he defends the inside, we try to go to the outside, but try to go for the cutback here in the last corner to maybe try and beat him on the line, but too good of an exit there by Falco. So it looks like we're going to come home in P6 in this race. Well, a very fun race, I'd say, and very happy with the result as well, certainly after starting from P11 in this race. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye.